I went to an audition once in New York, and I walk in, and it's for Campari soda, which is like a European soda. And I walk in, I look around the room, and there's always like different audition rooms, like maybe like 5 on the floor. And so I walk in and I go to Campari soda and I go to sign up. I look at all the guys sitting waiting to go in, and they're all good looking dudes, like models. I'm like, and I look at my audition and I'm like comparing. I'm like, maybe I'm better looking than I think I am.
Just talk yourself
and
up like that.
and so I'm about to sign in, and the casting director comes out of the room, and I go, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" She goes, "Yeah." I go, "Am I at the right audition?" And she's like, "Huh?" And I go, like, look, look at them. And she goes, "Oh yeah, you're at the right one." And I was like, "Really?" And she goes, "Yeah, we wanted to try a goofy guy and see if the director would like a goofy guy." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then at the time I was really out of shape. Uh, she calls us into the room, and it's like all these good looking dudes and all these hot models, these girls. And she goes, "Okay, so you're on a deserted beach. So, guys, we're going to need you to take your shirt off for the audition." And like, she didn't even finish the statement. And all these dudes are ripping their shirts off. Like, did you say take your shirt off? Yeah. And I'm like, goofy guy too? Does the goofy guy have to take his shirt off? And it was just brutal. It was,
See,
but
on the other hand, surfers are like the most attractive people in the world. So
yeah.
I don't make the cut, even though I feel don't have the terrible self image. I do when I hang out with just surfers. I'm like these fucking assholes, like the most beautiful people in the world. And then their
Well,
companies like they do model shoots where they convince people they're beautiful even if they're not. Hurley was really good at that. Remember the black and white ads? They can make anyone look like a supermodel. I was telling John, I was like, dude, like everyone thought John was super hot. I was like, John, kid I grew up with, he's super hot now. I was like, he's got a shitty little beard and stuff. I was like, come on. But
that
dude,
beard is
they ran those black and white ads of his face for so long where it's like perfect lighting and everything that then like all of a sudden he's like the hot kid. And I was like, oh, god damn it. I was like,
that that that
where's my model shoot?
that beard he has is very very shaggy from Scooby Dooish. It's like whiskery.
It's
Like,
filled in a little bit. I He actually randomly called me the other day because I haven't talked to him in forever, just to laugh at me because I was complaining about the swell. But it's filled
mm.
in a little bit. I think he's been spending a lot of time on his boat and he's starting to get a little earn his beard a little more.
It was starting to look like it was starting to look like that guy in what was it, Gremlins? You know, that sold them the gremlin. You know,
I
it
know.
was like a couple hairs just coming out of a
Yeah.
mole on his face.
I made fun of him a lot for that, but he stuck it out. Now he actually has a beard, and I'm proud of him.
And is he done surfing? He's hurt again, right?
I don't know how hurt he is. He actually just it was so funny because we were talking about a little bit about like what to do after surfing maybe. Um,
And
and he
he
was just
said,
all
"I'm just gonna
stoked.
retire and sit on my money."
I'm just gonna roll in my money pile. I was like, that's dope. Probably go work construction for the rest of my life. Fuck you. um, but he was like, yeah, he's going sailing for like 3 weeks or no, like 3 months down to Tahiti from Hawaii right now. And I was like, must be nice, man. Must be nice to own that boat. It sounds
Well,
like the best trip ever.
you guys
But
do have a shelf life of a certain age, huh? What is it?
um,
It
it depends. Like, I mean, it's stupid to compare it to Kelly Slater because he broke
Yeah,
all those shelf lives. He has
yeah,
no
he's the
expiration
anomaly.
date. Yeah, he's all GMO and no expiration
Yeah,
date. Stays good
yeah.
forever.
Elon Elon Musk charges them every night.
Yeah. He might be like Kelly Slater Mark 6 on this point. We just don't know. He's just got clones he's been pulling out of the closet. Anyway, um, But besides that, I don't know. It depends what you do, because the big wave thing I can do for like people do that into like there's big wave guys that are 50 and stuff like because it just there's only a couple days a year you really got to go hard,
Mhm.
so it's doable into your old age. The air surfing thing, like I'm almost old for that game at this point. Like there's not that many guys my age. My like best friend Matt is really good at airs and he's 2 years older than
Matt
me, but
Miola.
yeah, he's a little freak gymnast body, like double jointed. I don't know. He's
Yeah,
gifted.
you're pretty big for a guy that can do airs.
I am the biggest guy who still does airs by probably
Yeah.
like 30 pounds, I swear.
So, have you ever landed and well, you fucked up your hips,
Yeah, that was
or
kind
was
of
that
wear
a
and tear.
genetic thing?
No, it was like wear and tear and a couple big wipeouts. I had to get labrum repair on both hips. Um, I'm gonna need a fake hip. 10 years probably, 15 hopefully, 10 years. But we'll see about that. But no, I'm probably the biggest guy who tries to do airs by a long shot. Like I'm 200 pounds and like 6'2.5" or something. Like I'm a big person to be a surfer. And it's just
Wh-
in surfing that's like pretty much universally negative. Besides like doing turns, because you think it'd be good in big waves, but I swear it just makes big waves look smaller. And like most of the best big wave surfers are guys like Dorian, who's like fucking 5'5". He's ripped, but he's tiny.
Yeah.
And I swear it helps them, like for some reason. I don't know. But there's advantages of being tall, but not that many.
I
I swear it's
I
way
need
better
I
to be
need to know
small.
what screwed up your hips.
Um, freaking. Well, there's like this way I always fall that probably caused the initial tear in the labrum. When I do like an air trick, my back foot sometimes when I'm landing from however far up, like this is me standing on my board. Wait, where? Let's get a pin here. Here we go. Ripping. When I do an air, and
Such
like
a
you want to
surfer.
land either coming down or like landing backwards, and when I land in the middle, my like rotation makes my back foot slip off, and I just go like this and do these like splits,
Yeah.
and like my front leg like folds on the board, and that fall I think caused they're like the labrum is the
Yeah.
rim of your hip socket or shoulder socket, and it caused a tear, and then bone rubs against bone once there's a tear. And I didn't know this. Do you know this? I didn't know this before my injury, but when bone rubs against bone, it makes the bones get bigger. It's like a callus,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
like
It's
weird. That like yeah,
calcification.
calcification.
Yeah.
But it just and then it tears up the labrum even more. So that was like my injury I had where I had to get surgery on both hips like 5 weeks apart, and I was out for like
You did the same thing to both hips?
yeah. One was worse than the other. My left hip's always been worse, but I think I have like a tear in my hip flexor on that side too.
You went to that dude at he went to my
Dr. Philippon.
university. Yeah, Philippon. He's from Pitt, where I went to school. He he was at what, Stedman Clinic in Vale?
Yeah, dude, it was a pretty cool experience. That's like one thing that a silver lining of like quite a few injuries I have. Like I learned so much just from going there and like talking to him and shit. I mean, we filmed the whole second surgery, which was kind of fun. He was funny though. Like I got to watch all the surgery videos after. The
You're the second guy on this show that went to him.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you go in there, there's every jersey of like from Brady to freaking Messi to every single
Yeah.
athlete of all time, pretty much. Um, but I
That's
guess
the
he does
clinic.
hockey goalies all the time because the way they
Oh,
move is like
yeah.
exactly like how I fall. So that like fucks up their hips a lot. But anyway, it was like we asked him like, oh, can we film it like just in case I do something cool after, and we wanted to make a movie, which didn't happen. But yeah, there's no great comeback story. Unfortunately, could still happen. Maybe we'll be glad we have that footage. But the anesthesiologist was like, "Oh, I don't like being filmed," and he's like, no, I'll like mess up if I'm being filmed. He's like, can you just not film my part? And we're like,
I'll
no,
mess
like,
up. I might kill him.
dude, he literally said that. We were like, we talked him down. We're like, dude, you're gonna be fine. Like, we need to film the whole thing. Like, it'll be super fine. He's like, no, 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 I don't want to be filmed. He's like, he's like, we're like, we finally like talked him into it. He's like, okay, just like make sure I can't tell you're filming me. And of course, like, so they give me all the drugs, and like the first round of
Did you get
drugs, and
like
I'm
an?
like,
Did you get an epi? Did you get an epidural?
so yeah, he's doing the spinal tap for the epidural,
Right.
and he and my friend my like really good friend here, this girl Lindsay, who's like my gym trainer, physical therapist kind of person, just
Wait, is
my
she the
good
one
friend.
we were surfing? Is she the one we were surfing with when I broke my elbow?
No, 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 that's Hank's girlfriend Malia, but they work in
Okay.
the same place actually. But
Okay.
I was with Lindsay, wanted to come just to watch the surgery because she's just fascinated by that kind of stuff. And so I'm in the room and they're doing the they give me the first round of drugs, so I'm like loopy as fuck. And
So
the
she
guy,
she flew to Colorado to watch a surgery.
yeah. Well, they did like they went snowboarding and made a trip. My
Oh,
girlfriend at the
okay.
time and her were like best friends, so they
Okay.
like did a trip together, and it was and then my buddy Dan filmed. But they gave me all the drugs. I'm super loopy, and I'm in my gown, ass out. Don't give a fuck because I'm like high as a kite. And it's time for the guy to do the spinal tap. Like, so he sticks a needle, like hits your spine, and epidural, which shuts down your legs, like they do for pregnant people. Um, and he's fucking going, and I'm like, I kind of remember this, like just a little bit. And he just has this huge hook needle, and he's just going, and he just Dan just a chorus gets all in like with the camera, and he's just like you can tell he's just flustered in the footage, and he just goes and just I can feel him hitting my spinal cord, like, just like missing. And I was just like, oh no. And I'm like grimacing in the footage, and there's like blood coming down my back. I think he even like looked at the guy and was just like, I told you, like, I don't like being filmed. And like, he
I
eventually got it. But I guess if they do it just slightly wrong, you can just go. Like, I had a numb spot in my knee for like 6 months after, and like it was super trippy, but like really minor. But